Now he faces the Edmonton Oilers crew in the Calgary play.
Calgary had the worst goals against average in the NHL last season, so both goaltenders are brand new. 31 goals. Brian Elliott is the starter.
Between the benches, Jason, of course,
Chance Talbot got better as the season went on for the Oilers. It's about time to get some good analysis off. Jason right between the referees tonight are Brian Elliott and Kyle Williams.
Feels good to be back.
I feel like we're ready for the first time. Like you can still do Rogers play.
The suit is deceiving. They take this off and things
NHL 2014. The first of 3 games on a Western Canadian road trip for the Montreal Canadiens. They were at home on Saturday. They defeated the Rangers 3-1 for their 7th win of the season. Only the Tampa Bay Lightning have been able to solve the Canadiens.
Listen tab item 2 of 4 selected. Sound dialogue. Stereo mix 3. Headset microphone 2 of 4. Microphone rate properties dial. Edit. General tab item 1 of 4. Listen tab item. Listen to this device checkbox check. Sound recorder window. Audacity window. Track window. Calculator window. NHL 2004. 1 minute 48 seconds. 1 minute 49 seconds. 1 hours 45 minutes 31 seconds.
Is on the blue line. He is replacing
Cam Talbot.
Reese throws it towards the net as he bounces around the insane.
2 minutes 40. 3 minutes.
Stay down and obviously, Yoan Sue has been giving you a little bit of a lesson.
Against the Canadiens. In fact, this is his 45th game. Petrie throws it towards the net. Pekarsky makes the save. And a penalty coming up. Less than 2. Petrie throws it towards the net. Pekarsky makes the save. And a penalty coming up. Here's 2 minutes into the contest. Hooking call.
Brendan Gallagher opens the score.
NHL 2004.
Jason is a defenseman.
Who will get the first power play as Mar.12 is headed to the box.
Jason is a defenseman. In this situation, the guy tries to head off the puck. What can you do?
Well, it's tough. In the modern-day NHL, it's all about body position. If you lose your body position for a minute, you're going to take a hooking penalty or a holding penalty. Unfortunately for Markov, he got caught a little flat-footed there.
The Oilers 1 for 4 against Carolina, and that victory on Friday, they are 2 for 12 in this current homestand. Montreal 13th best on the penalty kill.
NHL 2014.
And that victory on Friday, they put it there. The Oilers 1 for 4 against Carolina, and that victory on Friday, they are 2 for 12 in this current homestand.
For Markov, he got caught a little flat-footed there.
The Oilers 1 for 4 against Carolina, and that victory on Friday, they are 2 for 12 in this current homestand. Victory on Friday, they are 2 for 12 in this current homestand. Montreal 13th best on the penalty kill. Hunt back into his own zone. Brad Hunt with that big shot from the point. With Purcell, Draisaitl, and Yakupov. Here's Purcell across the line, trying to dish it across to Perron. Perron looking for his first goal of the season. Yakupov lays it back to Hunt at the point. He'll move to the middle, give it to Yakupov. Yakupov fires a shot, and that is something he hasn't done for the last 2 games. No shots for number 10.
He mentioned that this morning to us that he needs to get more shots than that. He's only got 9, and this is the 9th game. Nail needs to shoot the puck. Dallas Aikens has talked to him about attacking the net with every opportunity.
Taylor Hall. He has a power play goal this season. Hall. Back to the point it comes. Waiting for it there is Schultz. He'll give it to Nugent-Hopkins. Trying to get it back again. Broken up by Pacioretty. And now Plekanec with an opportunity to send it down the ice, and he will do just that. The Oilers with 5 power play goals. 4 of them have come here at Drexel. Nugent-Hopkins across the blue line. Dishes to Hall. Still tucked in the corner. At corner, Russell. Gilbert watching it. Brandon Plush will give it to Gilbert. Gilbert checked by Hall. Popped it up, but there is Ellers to give it to Plush. Plush moving in short-handed. Brandon Plush with a shot. Stepped by Scrimmers. And the other way we go when it's Hall. 24 seconds left to go on the man advantage. Hall. Well, bounce it in. Pouliot gets to it. Spent 2 years with the Montreal Canadiens. In fact, his first game in the NHL was a member of Minnesota against Montreal. Pouliot right out in front, and it got by Hall. Penalty down to 5 seconds. Lars Eller moving in with Plush. That's to the middle. Lost it. Fired. And another penalty coming up. Down to 5 seconds. Lars Eller moving in mid-front. Eller. That's to the middle. Lost it. Fired. Another penalty coming up, and it's going to be an interference call. Just
Brandon Press.
This is what Canadiens are a dangerous team short-handed, and Brandon Press realizes he's got a forward playing the part of the power play nevertheless. He just takes it right. He does the smart thing. He challenges him with a nice opportunity there on Scrivens.
And then the second time he drives towards the net, he gets knocked into actually Ben Scrivens by Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. But unfortunately for Press, he draws the 2-minute goal interference.
second power play.
And the second time...
Ryan Nugent-Hopkins starts in the power play. Nice opportunity there on Scrivens.
And then the second time he drives towards the net, he gets knocked into actually Ben Scrivens by Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. But unfortunately for Press, he draws the 2-minute goal interference.
Second power play for the Oilers as Hunt can't get a shot away. He'll play it down low for Perron. Draisaitl. Leon Draisaitl. He'll go cross ice, picked up there by Teddy Purcell. Purcell being watched by Travis Moe. Purcell can't get it by Gilbert. But the Oilers able to keep it in, and it's the rookie Draisaitl. Pressure forces shot to go off low. Against the Rangers.
Under the color.
Coached his 700th game against the Rangers, but here come the Habs again shorthanded. And it's pass for Pacioretty, broken up neatly there by Schultz. Nugent-Hopkins quickly back the other way to Hall. Big shot. McCarthy with a save, and he'll cover it up.
Here's guys. He passes it off with a nice team up on this.
Dishes Nugent-Hopkins to Hall. Hall sweeps it towards the net as Pouliot got dumped there by Mike Weaver. 55 seconds left to go, and the penalty to Bruss. Schultz quickly to Everett. 2 goals in the last game for the Oilers as Hall moves in. Hall goes all the way up top trying to find it. Nugent-Hopkins, but the pass was too hard, a little bit behind him. Everly will give it to Pouliot, who will play it back to Schultz, and the Oilers get organized and make a change. Perron hopping over the boards. Will fire it in. McCarthy slows it down for Gilbert, and Gilbert gave it away to Purcell. Purcell dishes off to Brad Hunt. Hunt waits, still has it. Draisaitl with Purcell going back door. There's a shot by Payne. Steered aside by Tokarski. Comes right back to Mark Payne. He'll give it to Purcell down low for Perron. Perron, short angle shot. Looking for the rebound. They bang away. There's a shot by Payne. Steered aside. The lineup. The injury to Nikita Nikitin. Taken to the boards. The penalty is over. Teams are at even strength. The Oilers 0 for 2. 14:25 left to go here in the first period. Shot 4-1 in favor of the Oilers. Shubak turns it in at the point. Mauricio. Under pressure there from Thomas Buchanan. Parenteau and Galchenyuk. Johansson on the far side trying to push it by Markov. Can't do it. Parenteau comes back up with it. He is checked by Johansson and dumped to the ice. For a deflection.
Time to try and get a little. Actually, 0 for
Edmonton Oilers.
and I think
Their 15th opportunity away from the Bell Center. The Oilers' 13th best comes to killing penalties at home. Jeff Petrie with the puck. He'll play it off the boards and down the ice.
Nice little breakout behind the net.
Hendricks with some pressure up ice. Now he will go off, and Pouliot will hop on over the boards. Desharnais brings it in, sends it around the boards. Gallagher waiting for it near side. Pacioretty digging for it as well. Barons will play the puck to Pouliot, and Pouliot sends it down the ice. Pouliot and Arcabello with Payne and Mauricio. Montreal was 0 for 1 in that game against the Rangers on Saturday.
That's the other thing about the power play. They haven't spent a lot of time on it, to tell you the truth.
Pacioretty drops it back for Shubak. Shubak waits. The He'll give it to Pacioretty and then get it back again. Now go cross ice. Markov, Pacioretty to Subban. Had to take it off his skate and then just flicked it towards the net. It went over top.
Right there, Jason. Sorry, Kevin. Right there, Jason. A lot of passing.
A lot of passing. They end up getting basically a poor shot with not much on it.
Pacioretty throws it towards the net. That was blocked by Mauricio. And then finished off by Arcabella.
I see what you mean. They're deferring to each other when you want them to be.
You take it. No, I'll take it. No, you take it.
No, it's yours, please.
After you. Be my guest.
Tom Gilbert sends it around the boards. Petrie waiting for it. Petrie is checked by Galchenyuk. 15 seconds left to go in the first power play for the Habs. Tom Gilbert steps into a slap shot. Scrivens makes the save. No rebound for Perry. Oiler. Oh, yeah.
That's one reason, guys. I had to go up a suit
There by Beaulieu. And Scrivens got a piece of it, set it up into the netting. No score here at Rexall Place. Rogers, Oilers hockey, right here on Sports. It's always a great atmosphere here at Rexall Place when the Montreal Canadiens come to town. Plenty of blue blanc au rouge is seen in the stands, and Drew, that always creates a buzz in the building, no matter if it's warm up or a close scoring play.
Talked to Travis Moan today, and he said it's absolutely amazing being part of the Montreal Canadiens because every town you go to, it almost feels like a home game because there's so many Montreal Canadiens fans throughout the National Hockey League.
Yeah, there's something to be said for the original 6 teams, guys. They've got that long history, and the Canadiens have the longest one in the league. And everywhere you go, you see those Habs jerseys.
And you get more fans out, the more successful the team is, and it's 7-1. As Gene mentioned off the top, their best start since the 60s. Makes the save, no rebound for Parrington.
Tom Gilbert, former Edmonton Oiler. You had a talk with him today, Kevin?
Yeah, I asked him about when he had to up his fashion game living in Montreal. He said, no, that's not who I am. But he did say they go once a week, he and his wife, and there has never been a disappointing meal in a restaurant in Montreal. Gets it to Everly. He's going to pump there by Plekanec. Plekanec has the puck now. He'll go cross up. Quick shot there by Beaulieu. And Scrivens got a piece of it, set it.
Game.
Start since the 61 bar. 2 seasons. But it hasn't been because of the first period. They have been outscored 10-4 in the first periods of the season so far.
It's been amazing, especially early on. They've had a couple of third-period comebacks, and this team has played their best hockey in these third periods.
Think of a period like this, Jason, where there's 3 penalties already in the game, and the special teams are out there. Does that disrupt the rhythm? Does it make it harder to get back into a game?
It does, but also, too, when you play when the East plays the West, it's that feeling out process, kind of like a boxing match where you're trying to size your opponent up and see what they're all about.
Draisaitl with a rush. His first taste of playing the Montreal Canadiens. As Pacioretty runs into Mark Bain. Gilbert sends it around the board. Pacioretty waiting for it. Pacioretty in his 7th game against the Oilers. Gallagher's shot stopped by Scrivens. Sitting there, Gallagher going after it. Banging away, the puck is still loose. And Draisaitl goes in and gets it and relieves the pressure by sending it down the ice.
Dallas Aikens talked about that red zone, that area in front of the net today, and how good the Montreal Canadiens, how tenacious they were in the offensive red zone.
Nobody in the league over the last 2 years has had more goaltender interference penalties than Brendan Gallagher. He's got 9 last year, 1 so far this season. So he likes to crash the blue.
Yeah, he's no stranger to the blue paint, guys. He makes his living in there and drives goaltenders absolutely bonkers.
Taranto with Galchenyuk. Galchenyuk and Yakupov, of course, teammates with the Sarnia Sting. And another penalty coming up. A tripping call. Penalty coming up. A tripping call. So when we come back, Mark Bain will be in the penalty box, and the Montreal Canadiens will have their 2nd power play of this game. Mark Bain in the penalty box for tripping, the 2nd power play for Montreal. They generated 1 shot the last time they had the man advantage.
Montreal.
Little adjustment here. They've thrown Rene Bourque, I think, for a net presence.
Penalty again.
There is that net.
Little adjustment here. They've thrown Rene Bourque, I think, for a net presence. We'll get down then.
And it's Hunt who will get it to Schultz. Galchenyuk and Plekanec are the forwards, along with Emelin and Subban. This is Galchenyuk, given a bump there by Hall. Subban works his way across the blue line. PK Subban. Checked by Hall. Leaves it there for Plekanec. Subban got Hall's stick. He got it back again. Galchenyuk works his way in, gives it to Plekanec. Thomas Plekanec, Subban, one-time blast. Scrivens makes the save and reaches out and covers up.
Galchenyuk, dazzle moves.
Points to front, but also
Gilbert goes cross ice. Barzell moves in against Petrie. Eller, the shot, that one rises over top of the net. Gilbert keeps it in on the near side. Gets it to Eller. Threw it to the middle. It was picked off by Eberle. He's got Petrie and Arcabello, but he was stopped by Eller. Scrivens. Around the boards it comes. 50 seconds left for a 4-on-4, and then the Oilers will get a very brief power play. Rene Bourque. Checked by Petrie. Arcabello behind the net. Will give it to number 2. Jeff Petrie. Drops it back for Eberle. Pair of goals against Carolina, the 13th time in his career that he has had a 2-goal game. He has never had a hat trick. Plekanec moving in. Plekanec cutting for the net. Can't get the backhand away because Hunt prevented that, and Hunt starts the rush. Yakupov is offside at the Montreal blue line.
well, the Edmonton Oilers, as Gene Principe talked about the start of the show, had a tough start. 0-4-1, gave up a lot of goals, and they were looking tough. Yet Dallas Eakins the whole time remained positive. He kept talking about how the players were getting it, how they saw a lot of good things in their game. Since then, you saw the numbers on the turnaround, and now looking to win their 4th in a row. That'd be the first time since April 2013.
And to do that, they're going to have to snap a 2-game losing streak against Montreal here at Rexall. They go back to the last 10, though, in this building. The Oilers are 7-3. Schultz fakes the shot, goes wide on Markov. Power played around behind the net. The Oilers with 6 seconds of power play time. Hunt to Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins works his way in. Hopkins with a shot that went off Gilbert. Penalties are over. Desharnais is back on the ice for an even strength. Shots are even at 5 apiece. Purcell to Taylor Hall. Desharnais watching him. Parenteau trying to get loose. He will backhand to the end of the shift. He's going to head off. Petrie. Right up the middle it goes. Purcell will give it to Perron. Perron right to the middle, deflected by Draisaitl.
Join the conversation with an as a tag in your Instagram post with the hashtag WeGrewOil. Send it.
Well, the Montreal Canadiens
Post with the hashtag WeGrewOil.
Saving you more on furniture, mattresses, appliances, and big screen TVs.
Well, the Montreal Canadiens have been off to one of their best starts in franchise history. Look at the company they're in right now. You go back to 1961-62. The last time they got off to a 7-0-1 start, and back to the 1924-25 season 7-1. So you talk about a long-standing history with a hockey club. Just goes to show you how good this start's been for the Canadiens so far.
This road trip will continue in Calgary tomorrow night. 16 back-to-back games for Montreal this year.
The interesting thing, too, is they haven't got a lot of production from their bottom 6 forwards.
No, the third line has struggled. But as of late, since they've put Dale Weiss back in the line, they're starting to get a little bit of a spark they had last year in the playoffs when those three played together.
Ayew, quick centering pass from his defensive position as he jumped down low. Now he'll retreat back up top and pick up the puck. He is paired with Mike Weaver. Ayew, a former first-round draft pick, was taken 17th overall in 2011. Schultz. Marincin get around Emelin. Emelin takes him into the boards. Cleared, but not out. Joensuu digging for it. Schultz can't keep it in. Opportunity for Galchenyuk, but races over and takes it away from number 27, wearing the blue, red, and white.
And Galchenyuk was just sneaking behind there, wasn't he, Jason? Just looking for that breakout pass.
He was poaching, but I love Hunt's composure back there. Nice little escape move.
Henrich takes a hit from Galchenyuk. This is Buchanan's. Wires it in. Waiting for it. He is match ready. Right out in front for Parenteau, and it was just out of his reach. Kuliak. Battles with Gilbert. Artabella. With it now. He'll come the middle. Quick shot there by Yakupov. Steered aside by Tokarski. Now racing in. Pacioretty. Snaps the shot. Scrimmins the save. Gallagher gets it back to Pacioretty. He throws it out in front. Barkov with a shot. Scrimmins another save. Pack still loose. Pacioretty a chance. He scores. No. Goaltender interference.
NHL 2014-10.
Scrimmins another save. Gallagher gets it back to Pacioretty. He throws it out in front. Barkov with a shot. Scrimmins another save. Pacioretty a chance. He scores.
He scores.
Goaltender interference. 4-3 overtime left. Gallagher and Desharnais are going to argue their case. But it was waved off immediately.
Yeah, a lot of traffic in front, guys.
Waved off immediately.
Yeah, a lot of traffic in front, guys. And surprise, Brendan Gallagher in the heat of things.
Transition opportunity, really good save by Ben Scrivens. Again, the quickness of the Montreal Canadiens takes over. Big shot.
The goalie was contacted within the crease. Incidental contact with the goaltender, no goal.
For Edmonton.
Face off outside, no penalty. No goal. Face off outside, no penalty. And Gallagher going to the net. He spins around. Ben Scrivens does not.
He scores! Milan Lucic! 1-0 Edmonton!
Allow Ben Scrivens to get inside. No penalty. And Gallagher going to the net. He spins.
20th goal this season.
Face off outside. No penalty. And Gallagher going to the net. He spins.
And sometimes simply is better.
Spins around Ben Scrivens. Does not allow Ben Scrivens to get in position to do his job to make the save.
That's why
they make the draw.
release gets under the arm of Elliott. For Elliott,
Gallagher doing what Gallagher does best. And if I'm Michel Taylor, I want my players charging under the net like that. You're not going to score in the league unless you take it hard to the cage. But that particular case was a little bit too over-anxious.
Dallas Aikens say this morning about how Montreal goes to the net and scores.
A bunch of wild dogs if you threw it with meat. Disappointing piece of meat in there. That's what they did.
So no penalty to Gallagher, but no goal for Montreal. 5:04 left to go in the first period.
It shows you that Montreal Canadiens.
4 left to go in the first period.
It shows you that Montreal Canadiens fan base. We heard more boos there than we did cheers.
I was just going to comment on that. A lot of people in this building unhappy.
It's a home game on the road. Hall, Nugent Hopkins and Everly up front. Weiss hooks it ahead before moving offside. Everly plays it back to Schultz. Put up for Hall. Checked by Subban. Eller backhands it in. Scrivens stops it there. Hall sees it hop over his stick and it comes right to Weaver. Weaver quickly to Eller. Eller shoots it around the boards. Weaver for a third. Dale Weiss. He is checked by Schultz. Plays it near side. By Eller back to the point. Weaver. They'll go cross ice. Boyer plays it off the end boards. Looking for Lenny Moore. To Everly. Everly checked quickly around. Boyer was closing back. And keeping in it. This is why the Oilers, he's handled in their own zone.
I like how Montreal is very attentive with their third man. That allows their defense to be aggressive and keep pucks in the forecheck.
Marshall almost picked that off. Scribbins. Leaves it there for Mauritius. He plays it around the boards. It gets by Herschel and is picked up by Gilbert. He'll give it to his deep partner, Markov. Manny Malhotra, #1 face-off man in the NHL. Out with Washington Moe in the fourth line for the Canadiens. Mauritius joining the play, stops at the blue line, stays on side, throws a shot towards the net, and hit Herschel. Back up top, Payne keeps it in. His wrist shot goes wide. Perron with a swing at it. Mauritius keeps it in. Lucic. Gilbert, checked by Perron, knocked it down. Barzal trying to get it free as well. Perron lays it right out in front. Travis Moan picks it up, and Moan wants to relieve the pressure, so he'll send it slowly down the ice.
Near side.
Canadiens want to get a change in. Draisaitl backhands it into Montreal territory. Now he will head off. Now the Arcabello line is on the ice as PK Subban gains the red line, easily over the blue line, and then sends it around the boards for B.A. Parenteau. Galchenyuk goes down. Arcabello strips him of the puck, sends it near side. Andrew Ferentz trying to get it by as well as Subban. Puck comes free and is picked up there by Nail Yakupov. Yakupov stops inside the blue line. Finds Ferentz, fires a shot towards the net. Big screen in front by Pouliot. Pouliot knocked the stick out of the hand of Subban. He kicked it heavily, and then Yakupov throws a huge hit. The hand of Subban. He kicked it heavily, and then
if I'm not going to score, I got to make sure I make an impact somewhere else.
Surprise, again, Drew. You had a chance to shoot the puck on that rush, and instead he passed it off.
Yeah. Sat up, delayed a little bit, and looked.
He has more hits than shots so far this season. Everly at the red line. Beaulieu knocks him down. Weaver to Pacioretty. Pacioretty's got Gallagher going to the front of the net. Throws it to him, and a good defensive play there by Martin Mauritius. Desharnais just inside the blue line. He'll go to the middle. To Pacioretty, get it back again. This is a chance for Gilbert with a shot, and that hit his teammate. Max Pacioretty. Hall almost set on his own, but Markov read that play, as Drew mentioned, and broke it up.
Hall takes off, looking for the quick transition break, and Andre Markov read it perfectly.
Tom Gilbert. Avoids the big hit from Matt Hendricks right in front of the Oilers bench.
Jason, it looks real quick up there. Maybe the fastest paced game the Oilers have played this year.
Yeah, two very similar teams. Great example, the Oilers in the transition game, and Montreal, same thing. That's what's cutting up the ice in a hurry.
And what did the coaches tell us this morning? They don't want a track back. We said we wanted one.
I think we might get our wish here, guys.
Schultz for Gordon. Hendricks out in front. Gordon trying to wrap it around. Checked by Eller. Hendricks comes up with it. Gets knocked down by Subban. And Hendricks has a look at the referee.
And had a look at Hendricks on the way out. That looks like he's shaken up a little bit.
Down to 40 seconds to go in the period. Schultz off the boards for Pouliot, steered towards the goal. Picked off by Markov before it could get there. Plekanec with it now. Plekanec stops up. Thomas Plekanec played it back to Markov. And he went down. Arcabello racing in with Pouliot now. Arcabello to Pouliot. Pouliot scores! He scored goal contest and not up you.
Brought to you by Worley Parsons. Welcome back to Rexall Place, where Taylor
plays as we send it back to somebody else.
And the period comes to an end.
Atmosphere here, boys, as we send it back to you.
Welcome back to a
Great atmosphere here.
As they go.
Wow, was 3 for tripping.
They are at the end of this period. You'll see
Mark, and the Oilers will start this second period with their 4th power play of the hockey game. Giving up a goal to an opponent is nothing new for the Montreal Canadiens. It is the 6th time that it has happened this year that their opponents have scored first in 8 games. They are 5-1 when that happens.
Which is an anomaly in the NHL. Usually you score first, you've got a very good chance of winning the game. You get out of the first period with a lead, you've got an excellent chance of winning the game.
First period, the first Leon Draisaitl, meanwhile, was 3-0 in the dot, so a little more anomalies.
Yeah.
Anytime you try and figure this game out, guys, it throws a curveball at you. Malhotra, we mentioned earlier, he's actually leading the entire NHL in faceoffs, and a rookie, Leon Draisaitl, outdoes him in the circle in the first period, so who knows?
Nugent-Hopkins wins that draw away from nothing.
Which is an
Maholtra wins his first face-off of this hockey game. He was 0 for 3 in the first.
who knows?
20 and a shot on a piece of the post. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins trying to make it 4 straight games with a goal. Schultz keeps it in at the point. Schultz will give it to Nugent-Hopkins. Down low for Hall. Tanner Hall being watched by Alexei Emelin. Gets it free, and there is Maholtra to send it down the ice. That will allow the Montreal Canadiens to make a change to their penalty killers. The Oilers want to change up their power play unit with a minute 17 of power play time remaining. Draisaitl will backhand it in. Jakubov going after it. Plekanec works that across the blue line against Teddy Purcell. Brad Hunt to Purcell. Purcell across the blue line. Dishes to Draisaitl. Weaver behind his own net will play it along the boards. Max Pacioretty finds it and sends it the length of the ice. And Jason, I wanted to ask you about starting a period on the power play. Sometimes that's not easy.
Well, except when you play in Edmonton, guys, and you got this terrific ice. I've always loved playing in this building. The ice has always been terrific, and anytime you get a clean sheet, you always want that to start a power play.
Gallagher will send it down the ice. 30 seconds left to go in that power play. Purcell. For Draisaitl. Draisaitl gives it right back to Teddy Purcell. Jakubov. Laid it across, looking for Ferentz. Instead, it is Eller who picks it off and starts away shorthanded. Drops pass for Prust. Prust to the middle for Markov. Couldn't get the shot. Blocked by the rookie Draisaitl. Perron racing after it against Emelin. Perron and Emelin battles. Draisaitl comes up on the puck, takes a hit from Brandon Prust. Plays it right to the middle. And Subban out of the penalty box. Got there ahead of Mark Arcabello. So the Oilers now 0 for 4 with the man advantage. As for Johansson, just out of his reach. Subban plays it off the boards. And then the linesman, and we've got a whistle.
You know your business. We know how to protect it. Inside Insurance, specializing in the oil and gas and construction industries. InsideInsurance.ca.
One good chance on the power play, and that was on a face-off win and some in-zone pressure. Nice little movement, backhand pass. It looks like it was partially blocked by Alexei Emelin. Jason, looks like he might have got down and got a piece of that.
Yeah, I think he just got a tiny piece of it, and that one went square off the post, so Nugent-Hopkins was a bomb of a one-timer there.
Looking for his first career goal against Montreal and his 5th game against the Habs. Ball with it now, trying to get it to Nugent-Hopkins. It was cut off. Pacioretty to Gallagher. Gallagher going wide on Ferentz. Gallagher behind the net, gets double teamed, gets the puck to Pacioretty. He lost it to Hall. Subban plays it back to Pacioretty. He'll come with the near side for Emelin. Deflection by Gallagher goes just wide. Emelin to Hall. Emelin stepped up on him, knocked him down. Pacioretty was there as well. David Desharnais across the blue line, stopped by Hall. Subban at center will swing it in. Lost it. Quick shot by P.A. Parenteau. Galchenyuk gets it back to Parenteau. Here is Galchenyuk moving in. His shot goes wide. Scrivens had to make a shot save there. Galchenyuk buzzing. Ferentz lays it around the boards to Petrie.
Billy Jaffe mentioned gap, not only on the rush by the Edmonton Oilers, but also in their defensive zone. If you have space against the Montreal Canadiens, they will exploit it with their quickness.
You will give it to Galchenyuk. Galchenyuk starts away with Parenteau. Parenteau cross ice for Plekanec. Snaps the shot that was blocked by Mark Fane. Plekanec gets it back again. They'll give it to Parenteau. Galchenyuk with a quick shot. And that stung Marincin.
There's that gap you're talking about, Drew. It's just too big for the Oilers right now.
Reese to Eller. Pass intended for Bork was broken up. Arcabello. His pass too far for Purcell. And an icing call coming up against Montreal.
Well, Max Pacioretty in the neutral zone got tangled up.
Reversal. And a nice call coming up against Montreal. Call coming. His pass too far. Reversal. And a nice call coming up against Montreal.
Well, Max Pacioretty in the neutral zone got tangled up with Taylor Hall. The Taylor Hall skate comes up. Oh, it goes up on his arm and then his midsection. And Max Pacioretty felt that. Boy, we saw the scary incident with Peoria and Huntsville, the SBHL. His skate boy now, that's dangerous.
Hunt with a big power play with a quick flip forward. One man set up.
NHL 2014 10-27 Montreal. Goals for YouTube.
Came together with Derek England.
6 minutes.
Goes on
He tries to lay a bit. Second league, bad timing there. Russell turned around.
Starts away with Parenteau. Parenteau cross side for Blackhead. Good shot that was blocked with
Too big for the Oilers right now.
Parenteau by final steals. So you will give us a piece against the Rockets for everyday performance. He's around there. The opening starts in the power play. McDavid is to his left. Maroon to his right. There's a shot from the point.
He's goes Max Pacioretty in.
His pass too far.
NHL 2014 10-27 Montreal.
Nice ball coming up against Montreal.
Max
Tonight's Edmonton Oilers power plays are brought to you by BioSteel. Drink the pink.
Hall. And Taylor Hall's skate comes up. Oh, it goes up on his arm and then his midsection. And Max Pacioretty felt that. Boy, we saw the scary incident with Peoria and Huntsville of the SBHL. Now it's Peoria and Huntsville of the SBHL. The skates, boy, now it's dangerous.
And a nice ball coming up against Montreal.
Well, Max Pacioretty in the neutral zone. And Max Pacioretty felt that. Boy, we saw the scary incident with Peoria and Huntsville of the SBHL. The skates, boy, now it's dangerous.
Hunt with a big shot that goes wide. Picked up by René Bourque. Bourque moving in with Eller. Lars Eller snaps a shot, and that one goes off Schultz. Bourque moving in with Eller. Lars Eller snaps a shot, and that one goes off Schultz and up into the net.
No, not a goal.
There's a shot, and that one goes off Schultz and up into the net.
It's 2-1 Montreal.
Schultz and up into the netting.
Available at Martin Motorsports.
1,000 in and out of market games, including the Stanley NHL Game Center Live. You can live stream over 1,000 in and out of market games, including the Stanley Cup playoffs. Now get a free subscription until December 31st. And with Rogers NHL Game Center Live, you can live stream over 1,000 in and out of market games, including the Stanley Cup playoffs. Now get a free subscription until December 31st if you're a Rogers Internet or wireless data plan customer.
Martin Motorsports.
With Rogers NHL Game Center Live, you can live stream over 1,000 in and out of market games, including the Stanley Cup playoffs. Now get a free subscription until December 31st.
Perfect wave.
Phillies goes up on his arm, and Taylor Hall's skate comes up. Oh, it goes up on his arm and then his midsection. And Max Pacioretty felt that arm and then his midsection. And Max Pacioretty felt that. Boy, we saw the scary incident with Peoria and Huntsville of the SBHL. The skate with Peoria and Huntsville of the SB felt that. Boy, we saw the scary incident with Peoria and Huntsville of the SBHL. Incident with Peoria and Huntsville of the SBHL. The skates, boy, now it's dangerous.
Hunt with a big shot that goes wide.
Midsection. And Max Pacioretty felt his arm and then his midsection. And Max Pacioretty felt that. Boy, we saw the scary incident with Peoria and Huntsville of the SBHL. Saw the scary incident with Peoria and Huntsville of the SBHL. The The Peoria and Huntsville of the SPHL. The skates boy now, that's dangerous.
Hunt with a big shot.
Wayne Gretzky's 800. Goals. NHL
That goes wide. Picked up by Rennie.
Huntsville of the Max Pacioretty felt that, boy, and then his midsection. And Max Pacioretty felt that, boy, and we saw the scary incident the Peoria and Huntsville of the SPHL. The skates boy now, that's dangerous. He felt that, boy, and we saw the scary incident the Peoria and Huntsville of the SPHL. The skates boy now, that's
Go to board. Play it. Detroit pushes it around,
including the Stanley
Goats. A long cross-ice pass for Jesse Johansson. Moving in against Markov. Picked up by Maholter. Comes to the near side. Waiting for it there is Travis Moan. Moan will give it to Tom Gilbert. Gilbert has time as the owners want to make a change. They'll play it around the boards for Markov. Markov flips it high, too far for Moan. And that's coming back on the ice in call.
Jason, you played for Detroit. It reminds me of the way Montreal plays, especially if there's sentiment always near the puck, no matter where it is. It seems almost like when you played for Detroit, how active the centers were.
Well, you go back to those Detroit Red Wings teams when you had Larionov, Sergei Fedorov, and Steve Yzerman down the middle, and Chris Draper to boot down the middle. It makes things awfully easy when that centerman comes down low and support, and that's the key to Montreal's game.
Snapping a shot is Nugent Hopkins. That depth may be also a reason why Galchenyuk is on the wing, Jason. He had some training camp in the middle, but there's too much depth there.
Well, you look at this Montreal Canadian team right now, and for Galchenyuk, they don't want to push the envelope too much too soon with Galchenyuk. He's had some great chemistry with mechanics, guys.
Matt Henricks played in the second period. He took a hit by Suda in that first period, so we'll have to check on the condition of Matt Henricks, a big part of the Vancouver line. The wagon has been a big part of the Oilers' success in their three-game winning streak. Everly with it now. He is checked by Desharnais. Gets the puck back again. Everly again stopped by Desharnais. This time the puck goes,
and it was a nail yak.
Bench. 1-0 the score here. 1-1 score.
Alex Galchenyuk arrived in Edmonton yesterday, and it was Nail Yakupov that went to go pick him up. The two, as Kevin mentioned earlier, former teammates in Sarnia. They had dinner at the Yakupov residence. Some of the things they ate last night, well, of course, they started with salad. They had a Russian soup, also something called manti, which is dumpling with meat, and they also feasted on duck. So even though they're on different teams and ate duck, I don't see any quacks in their friends.
Jason, this is what you'd have to put up with every game.
I don't think it ever had that, guys, and I actually played for the Ducks for 3 years.
Well, you with a long shot, and that is blocked. Good news for the Oilers. Matt Henricks is back on the bench. Marcovello is stopped, but Fane carries on. Fane with a shot that goes just like, I'm in front. Yakupov scores! Is back on the bench. You, Marcovello, and that is blocked. Good news for the Oilers. Matt
played for the Ducks for 3 years.
Well, you with a long shot, and that is blocked. Good news for the Oilers. Matt Henricks is back on the bench. Marcovello is stopped, but Fane carries on. Fane with a shot that goes just like, I'm in front. Marcovello is stopped, but Fane carries on. Nail Yakupov without a shot in his last 2 games, without a goal in his last 6, has given the Oilers some room. And he also fires his shot. Kovalsky makes the save, and he'll hang on to it. So Pouliot and Fane get the helpers. For Fane, his second assist as an Oiler. And for Pouliot, his second point for the night.
Leon Draisaitl showing some speed. Coming up in the zone, drives the puck deep. I like that type of play where you drive the puck deep instead of delaying high. Get down to the face-off circle and then push it back to the net.
Great speed by Draisaitl too in neutral zone, picking that puck with his skate up to his stick. Very skillful play.
Desharnais lines up against Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Desharnais wins the draw. Markov got it to Gilbert. He fired it off the boards. Nugent-Hopkins sends it in to Karski. We'll leave it there for Gilbert. Gilbert Laid it to Gallagher. Gallagher was all tied up by Marincin. Marincin lets it go, and his no icing play continues. 12:35 left to go here in the second period. The shots favor Montreal 12-11, but they trail on the scoreboard by 2. Nugent Hopkins and Gilbert come together. Hall trying to dig a three. Intercepted by Markov, but he gave it to Petrie. Petrie quickly to Eberle. Eberle with a sharp angle shot. He makes the save. Barron's getting in for Hall. He's checked. Eberle gets stopped by Markov. But this top line buzzing for the Oilers. Barron's throws it right on. Here's Yakupov trying to get a shot away. That's Nugent Hopkins now behind the net for Hall. Hall. Pass intercepted by Markov. Out to Desharnais. David Desharnais chips it ahead looking for Gallagher. Too far from him. Barron's was there. Joensuu with Hendricks. Hendricks snaps the shot. That one goes wide. Joensuu behind the net. It's sitting on the cage. Digging at it against Mike Weaver. Hendricks. It's pinned there by Manny Malhotra. Gordon trying to dig it free as well. Weaver as well, and it is Joensuu who comes back with Schultz, and Schultz can't handle it at the blue line. Hunt lays it off the board for Hendricks. He ran into Mike Weaver, and Weaver didn't like that, gave him a little bit of a shot. Travis Moan comes over. As play continues, Moan and Hendricks having some words. Now Weaver. They'll touch it, and
offside.
That is he and Travis Moan continue to...
This period brought to you by Crystal Glass. Glassidents happen. Crystal Glass for all your glass needs.
A game and...
So Matt Hendricks back in the game, and Matt Hendricks is physical. He nails Weaver. Puck has already gone by. And Travis Moan does what Travis Moan does. Travis is going to get out there. Jason is going to try to protect his teammate.
And try and get a spark going for the Canadiens, because they're flat right now. He was trying to pick a scrap right there to try and ignite this listless Habs team right now.
There we go. Galchenyuk and Plekanec. Hit by Pouliot. Towards screen. Picked up there by Yakupov. Marincin. And he battled in the corner as the play continues. It's Plekanec with it. Marincin. Plekanec back to the point. Eklund with a quick shot, and that one goes wide. Subban. He's big in. Subban will give it to Parenteau. Parenteau to Galchenyuk. Nice little dipsy doodle. Quick shot. As he fed Plekanec with it, but Scrivens made the save.
That's a little bit of skill, Jason.
And guys, I don't know if up top it does justice for that display of stick.
Incredible.
Bigger and stronger.
It's funny, Nail Yakupov.
Eller check
of the bench.
Benoit Pouliot stops up. Eller checked him, stripped him of the puck. Markov flips it ahead for Bourne. Schultz gets there first. Knocked down with a high stick. It's Rogers. Oilers hockey from
Extension, strength, and long gone.
The same thing you talked about. He talked about the same thing, and the reason that he feels more confident, even though he hasn't been scoring, the same thing you talked about, his fitness level, the way he changed his training, made him more disciplined.
It's such a different game now, guys. It's all about speed, body position, and the core strength. And long gone are the days of the bench press and the leg extensions.
No curl, including a complete set of Oilers hockey from Rexall Place. Montreal.
Oilers hockey.
Oilers hockey from Rexall Place. Montreal.
Including a complete set of autographed game-worn jerseys and helmets, and a limited edition 1984 Oilers Stanley Cup champions team signed canvas. The proceeds of the online auction will support the Kids with Cancer Society and the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation. Place your bid. Visit OilersFoundation.ca.
Boyd Gordon against David Desharnais. From the faceoff, won by Desharnais, back to Evelyn. Gallagher's shot is stopped by Mark Fane. Joensuu can't get it by Evelyn. They keep working, and finally it does come out. 9:44 left to go in the second period. Montreal with 13 shots. The Oilers with 12. The Oilers with goals from Pouliot and Yakupov. Gallagher moving in against Moran. Marincin. It comes right to Ben Scrivens, and he's going to hang on to it. Gallagher
with mobile wanted.
Position in the both of them are trying. Marincin just
ahead as Subban throws it towards the net. That went through a crowd, and Scrivens had to be sharp. Evelyn stepping up on Jordan Eberle. Petrie and turns the blue line. Galchenyuk with a hit on Petrie that took the stick out of his hand.
Took the steam out of him a little bit, too. That was a hard hit.
And a penalty coming up to Jordan Eberle. As he hit Evelyn. Galchenyuk shot gets deflected out of play. Penalty coming up.
Jordan Eberle way over by the Edmonton Oilers bench. Looks like he got his stick up on Alexei Emelin. Coming in after. Oh, yeah. No doubt. Went to lift the stick and just missed.
Right away, Emelin was checking for blood over on the bench, but it's one of those things when you hope you bleed, so you get the extra 2 minutes.
Montreal on their third power play of this game. 0 for 16 on the road. Gallagher, protector ready. Markov and Subban. Boyd Gordon, of course, taking this draw against Desharnais. He came in with almost 55% success rate, and he wins that draw.
Does Desharnais ever get his head over the face-off dot? That's why Boyd Gordon has to go so long.
Gordon and Hendricks, Fade and Marincin.
He's been a real nice pickup, Boyd Gordon. Similar to Manny Malhotra here in Montreal. Yeah. Just great face-off guys, blue guys that just make everybody around them better.
Featured participating products for tonight's hockey game is Old Dutch Arriba or Restaurante Tortilla Chips.
So Desharnais gets in there. Watch him get his head over. Look how low and how much he is over top. They're banging heads, actually, Boyd Gordon. Desharnais gets inside. Boyd Gordon is able to get underneath.
Gallagher. Again against Marincin. Julian helping out. And Julian sends in the length of the ice. Bounces it right on to Tarski. 1:27 left to go in the third power play for the Montreal Canadiens. PK Subban. He is with Markov. Gets it to Pacioretty. Desharnais. Gets by Arcabello. Desharnais to Subban. Subban throws it towards the net. Glove saved by Scrivens. It's out of the glove. Ferris played it around the boards. Markov keeps it in on the near side. Nice pass to Desharnais. David Desharnais. Drops it back for Markov. Subban hold for it. Wide. Fires a blast. Deflected into the corner. And picked up by Johansson. And he'll fire at the length of the ice.
The Oilers super aggressive on their penalty kill. And besides the Subban shot, not giving him much of an opportunity to set up.
Montreal, their previous two power plays, generated just one shot. Marincin gains possession, and he will send it the length of the ice. Down to 25 seconds left to go in the penalty to Jordan Eberle. Nathan Beaulieu. He is with Tom Gilbert. Plekanec goes cross ice, picked up by Gilbert. Gilbert across the line, drops it for Parento, but he couldn't get it by Boyd Gordon.
So you're talking about, Jason, just aggressive right as soon as the Montreal Canadiens enter the zone.
Well, they smell blood. When you know it's not going well, you pressure even harder.
Plekanec. Penalty is over. Everybody's out of the box. Beaulieu throws it towards the net. Sitting there for Galchenyuk, and he couldn't get a good shot away. Hendricks fires it around the boards, but this one goes out. It was deflected. Weaver. Eller to the middle, looking for Dale Weiss. It was broken up by Eberle. Brad Hunt plays it off the boards. Kept in by Weaver. Long shot, and that one goes wide. Emelin on the near side. They'll give it to Rene Bourque, being watched by Schultz. The back pass is intercepted by Brad Hunt. And that puck goes up into the seats. And
they'll take on the Oilers Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern.
Almost, yeah, hopefully in Calgary tonight.
I actually think you get a little less, bud.
Thanks for the warning.
Malhotra's shot is blocked by Gordon.
Send Kelly Rudy down there. You get up to the sit beside Rick Paul and take it easy like me.
Get in the box, Kelly.
Brushed from the corner. And in front, he gets taken heavily into the boards there by Schultz. It comes right back at number 19, gives him a shove. Now Holtra chops at it. Scrivens the save. Price to Edelman. Edelman, wrist shot. A sprawling save by Scrivens. The Oilers under pressure here with under 6 minutes left to go in the second period.
The best pressure by the Montreal Canadiens.
Back-to-back shifts by their third and fourth line, trying to get some momentum back in this game.
Pacioretty with it now. 16 shots for Montreal. Desharnais. Being watched by Yakupov. Pacioretty for Gallagher. Gallagher has to deal with the Oiler captain. Beaulieu. And deep behind the line, gets it to Desharnais. Yakupov without his stick. Pacioretty's shot doesn't get through. Pouliot prevented that. But Desharnais has possession. He'll give it to Gallagher. Gallagher. The Pacioretty gives it right back to him. A pass intended for Desharnais gets by him, but Subban is there.
Just go to him. Yeah.
And Yakupov does a good job as he gets the deflection and gets it out of play. This is the 17 and gets it out of play. Ben Scrivens with 17 saves so far in this hockey game.
So far.
Well, P.K. Subban wearing a helmet and shield during the game this evening. That was the same situation at practice this morning. But after practice, as he was doing interviews, he was wearing it too. Not long after that, he emerged from the Montreal Canadiens dressing room with a cowboy hat. Getting into the Western spirit, apparently it was his decision and nobody roped him into it.
You know, I heard P.K. Subban talk about the best advice he was ever given. It was given to him by his dad. And his dad said, be yourself because everybody else is taken. And he is definitely his own guy, P.K. Subban.
Subban with 6 points on the season. He picked up an assist in that game against the Rangers. And he's an Iron Man. This is his 133rd straight game.
He's been real good so far this year, too, guys. Always dynamic and has that offensive flair. But he's been solid in his own zone as well. He's been partnered with Alex Yemlin for most of the season, and the two of them have displayed some real nice chemistry early on.
That was the one knock on him, right? Oh, yeah, he's really good offensively, but when he was pressured, he wasn't as good. But as you mentioned, this year he's really put emphasis on that. He's becoming a complete defenseman.
He really has.
Arcavello moving in against Markov for Yakupov, just out of his reach. Eller got there first. They'll drop it back to Markov. Markov paired with Tom Gilbert. Eller goes cross ice, finds Gilbert. Gilbert out for Truss with Moore. Gilbert out for Truss with Moore and Eller. Offside right now.
Well, during the open, we talked that the Edmonton Oilers are looking for more scoring from other than Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Taylor Hall. They're getting it tonight. Nail Yakupov with a goal. He's got 3 shots, which leads the Oilers. Then while Pouliot gets his first goal of the year, still waiting for David Perron on tonight's game. But 4 shots between those 3 guys. Jason, they're trying to put a little bit more into their game.
Well, they're just simplifying. They're shooting, just getting pucks to the net, and that's what you have to do when you're playing a hot hockey club like the Canadiens.
And the Oilers have been able to run 4 lines. Everybody's in double digits for the last 4 games in terms of ice time.
You have to if you're playing Montreal the way they play, how fast they are.
Desharnais moving in. Desharnais can't get the shot on net. Payne broke that up. Nugent-Hopkins under pressure from Pacioretty, gets it to Mark Payne. Payne takes his time. A pass intended for Nugent-Hopkins, hopped over his stick. Gallagher stopped by Everly. Gallagher gets it back. Pacioretty just backhands it in as that line will go for a change. Barons and Purcell. Now to Petrie. Pass intercepted by Plekanec. Moving in with Parenteau and Galchenyuk, but Petrie broke up that pass intended for B.A. Parenteau. Barons chips it in. They'll retreat to the blue line. Beaulieu under pressure from Perron. Purcell gives it to Perron. David Perron. Spins back to the point it comes. Ferentz lays it off the end boards right to Draisaitl. Draisaitl takes a look to the middle for David Perron. Teddy Purcell lost it, and And Mike Weaver able to get it out. This is Leon Draisaitl. That pass went up.
Used to be taken off at first punch.
The New Jersey Devils system.
Okay.
Nugent Hopkins gets it to Eberle. Paul looking for it. It comes back to the point instead. This is Schultz with it now. Schultz to Eberle. And that pass off his stick. He had to take it outside the blue line, and the Oilers will have to regroup. Schultz goes cross ice, finds Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins wheels it center. Dumps it in, goes after it. Eberle got there first. Malhotra sends it around the boards. Crust, Moen, and Malhotra, the fourth line for the Habs. Moen flips it in. Malhotra gets there first. Lays it behind the net. Got by Moen. And the Oilers have a little collision there between Fane and Joensuu. That's a couple of big guys coming together. Paul, end of his shift, gives it to Joensuu. And the skates of Dale Weiss. Joensuu without his stick. Markov lays it around the boards. And quickly out comes Eller with speed, moving in against Barron. Barron separates him from the puck. And the pace hasn't slowed down here as Gordon chips it in.
Joensuu took a hard hit right near you, Jason. Looks like he's struggling getting up.
Yeah, I just got out of the way on that one, boys. The stick just grazed my suit.
It's like watching a game in 3D.
Even better.
Now you can officially write that suit off.
47 seconds to go in the period. Arcabello with Perron. Here's Arcabello. Snaps a shot that went off Markov. Petrie. He'll play it on the other side. David Perron gets it there against Markov. Perron with Arcabello back at the point. He'll go cross ice, picked up by Hunt. Down low for Petrie, went off his stick, but comes to Pouliot. Pouliot to Perron. Perron with time winding down. Cycle game, back to Hunt. And it knocked over his stick, chases him back into his own zone. 15 seconds to go in the period.
Montreal got better as this period progressed. They had a few more chances. The Oilers kind of still stuck on 12 shots. They haven't had a shot for a long time.
17-12, the shots on goal. As the second period comes to an end, and the other the one that wasn't called. And the Oilers have a 2-0 lead, but the Montreal Canadiens play their best hockey in the third period, David Amber, so we should be in for a whale of a final 20 minutes.
Welcome back to Rexall Place. We are through, and tell us more. July 5th, and make something happen. It usually is good. That's the Akapos goal again, and it was Fane that kept the play alive to make it go. And so thanks to the former New Jersey Devil, the Oilers, Kevin, Drew, and Jason are on the mark through 2 periods of play.
They have a 2-0 lead, Gene, and
Jason are on the mark through 2 periods of play.
They have a 2-0 lead, Gene, and the birthday boy, Leon Draisaitl, 5 of 6 in the face-off circle. Manny Malhotra, who came into this game, 67.5. He's only won 2 of the 9 draws that he has taken. The Oilers, 9 of 11 in the face-off circle in the offensive zone. As Paul shot blocked before it could get through by Tom Gilbert. Algenia will get it to Plekanec. Plekanec, a quick shot. And Scrivens covers. I think he won Hamilton.
Third period. I think you explained it very well.
Well, thank you, Drew. Desharnais lets a shot go. That was blocked by Boyd Gordon. Hendricks reaching for it. Hamilton separated Hendricks from his stick. And a penalty coming up. To Emelin. He's got his palms from his stick. Hendricks reaching for it. Emelin separated Hendricks from his stick. And a penalty coming up. To Emelin. He's got his palms in the air, which means, what? Why me? But he is going to the box.
Interference?
Montreal penalty number 74, 2-inch roughing.
Nothing. Matt Hendricks has taken a beating tonight. This is a hard hit. Does he get the elbow up in the ear? He's there to lay a big one on England. And you mentioned a young player trying to make his mark in the National Hockey League. Bad timing there. Russell turned around. This is a hard pass, and Kachuk didn't lay up in time. Does he get the elbow up in the ear? First penalty and an early opportunity for the Oilers to get this crowd. Yeah, looks like the arm comes up, the elbow kind of hits him in the ear. Matt Hendricks draws a penalty from Hustle.
Fifth power play for the Oilers. Comes 40.
Draws a penalty from Hustle.
Fifth power play for the Oilers. Comes 49 seconds. Desharnais lets a shot go. That was blocked by Boyd Thornton.
Oh, he scores! Andre Segura!
Another turnover. Tyler Pitlick takes advantage. And this is almost a bad read by Larson. He gets flat-footed, allows his to go through, but what a play by Russell, breaking it up. The transition game, and sometimes simple is
By
better.
me, but he is going to the box.
Play where you're looking for pass all the way, and instead of making the pass, the quick release gets under the arm of Elliott. For Elliott, this is a hard hit. A disappointing taking this one. A beating tonight. He overplayed it to the outside, and it's found room underneath the elbow. A beating tonight.
Tyler Pitlick's been a five.
Matt Hendricks has taken a beating tonight. This is a hard hit. Does he get the elbow up in the ear? He's nothing. Matt Hendricks has taken tonight. This is a hard hit. Does he get the elbow up in the ear? This is a hard hit. Does he get the elbow up in the ear? He's there. Matt Hendricks has taken nothing. Matt Hendricks has taken a beating tonight. This is a hard hit.
Coach's challenge, right to the goal.
Does he get the elbow up in the ear? He's there.
In the air. Hendrick, and a penalty coming up. Rick separated Hendricks from his stick. And a penalty coming up. Separated Hendricks arms there, which means what? Why me? But he is going to the box.
Interference?
What? Why me? Emily, he's got his palms in the air, which means what? Why me? Emily, he's got his palms in the air.
Matt Hendricks has taken a beating tonight. This is a hard hit. Does he get the elbow up?
There was offside.
Goals for March Hockey Arena with Mark.
Goal.
NHL 2004.
Up in the ear, he's there. A little bit. Looks like the arm comes up, the elbow kind of hits him in the ear, and Matt Hendricks draws a penalty from Hustle.
Fifth power play for the Oilers comes 40 in the air, and
Matt Hendricks.
Fifth power play for the Oilers comes 49 seconds into this period.
Hendricks was late coming back to the bench too, guys. He's been a little worse for wear all evening long.
Eddie Purcell dishes off for David Perron. Purcell, Draisaitl, Yakupov, and Hunt to start this power play. And it's Brad Hunt with the puck now. He'll give it to Yakupov, back to Hunt. Perron behind the net. Perron will play it back up top for Hunt. Quickly over to Yakupov. Gets it back again. Hunt down to Perron. Slide. Purcell put it through to Yakupov. He just couldn't finish. Here is Draisaitl. Back to Teddy Purcell. They hounded there by Markov and Weaver. Draisaitl protects the puck. Gets it to Perron. Sits up behind the net. He'll give it to Purcell. Back to Perron. Back up top it comes. Shot there by Hunt and off the stick of Maholta. Weaver chops at it. Chopped it around the boards. Perron though able to keep it in. Perron goes cross ice. Picked up by Yakupov. 47 seconds of power play time remaining. Yakupov slipped up, and that allowed Travis Mullen to get the puck out. Taylor Hall trying to get free. Pacioretty he's back into his own zone by Nugent Hopkins. Quick up. Pacioretty gets spun around. Mechanics. Pacioretty. second shot. Tatarski steers that aside. Nugent Hopkins on it. Penalty is over. Teams an even strength. Pouliot in front. That goes just wide. Subban sends it around the boards and down the ice. Bourque was ready to get to it.
He was going right up through the middle, taking off again.
Montreal's trying to stretch the zone out here on the Oilers.
It's tipped in by Joensuu. Tatarski is it there with Beaulieu. Nathan Beaulieu. Weaver off the boards. Gets it to Bourque. Chips it in. Eller giving chase. Kane gets there first. Gets it to Joensuu. Beaulieu pitching in. Keeps it in for the Montreal Canadiens. Eller back to the point. Weaver waiting for it. Weaver down low for Brandon Prust. Prust has got Bourque out in front. Prust back up top. Weaver snaps this shot. Two chances at it. Still alive. The puck sits there, and now it goes to the corner. Nathan Beaulieu's got it. Here's Bourque. Eller, his shot goes wide. Hendricks desperate to try and get this puck out. Does get it to Marincin. He'll get it to Joensuu. Joensuu's going to take his time. The Oilers want to get a change in as he flips it down the ice. Mike Weaver will pick it up. Pouliot, Arcabello, and Purcell out there now. 21 shots for Montreal, 13 for the Oilers. And the Oilers had 5 shots in that second period to the 9 of Montreal. Subban back in his own zone, almost lost it to Pouliot. Emily plays it off the boards, gets it to Gallagher. He'll go quickly cross ice. Pacioretty moving in. Pacioretty cuts to the middle, drop pass for Subban. Subban. That's the deal with Arcabello. Plays it behind the net. Ferentz picks it off. Andrew Ferentz lost it to Gallagher, but the puck comes to Teddy Purcell, and Purcell gets it out to center. Subban. Again, Arcabello is all over him.
NHL 2004.
He'll change up on the top line. Is getting set to go on for the Edmonton Oilers. Shot clock. Races it in. Schultz waiting for it on the far side. He'll play it around to his B partner Hunt. It can't get it by Tom Gilbert. Gilbert through traffic. Walker save by Van Scrivens. Unable to keep it in on the far side. Markov leads the rush. He'll give it to Galchenyuk with speed. Galchenyuk snaps the shot. And Scrivens makes the save, and he'll hang on.
Puck to the net because he knows there's bodies there. That's where Montreal really excels. And Ben Scrivens doing his best to find the puck. Jason, here comes that speed again.
Well, the stretch guy's been opening up. The stretch guy's been opening.
Sneak in. And Gordon picks up, lays it up the net.
Going to pick up the pace.
Yeah. And Rust trying to get away from Boyd Gordon. He's got Malhotra in front. Sneaking down low is Emelin. Malhotra is checked by Marincin. Marincin goes down. The puck's still free. Malhotra gets it to Prust. Prust gets double teamed, and Gordon picks it off, lays it up to Purcell, but it is Weaver unable to keep it in at the blue line. Malhotra swings it right back in. Prust is there. He is checked, and David Perron comes up with it. Art Bain. Quick out. Here is Perron. It's cut off there by Dale Weiss, and that allows Markov. But he can't get it by Draisaitl. Perron with it now. Perron waits for Pouliot. Perron with a backhand, stuck by Tokarski. Another chance, goes just wide. Eller will sneak this puck out of danger. Eller gets to the blue line. Stood up there by Ferentz, and that allows Draisaitl to get the puck.
And again, what Mike Johnson and Billy Jaffe were talking about, back pressure allows you to stand up. There, good back pressure by Draisaitl allowed the stand up, and then the strip of the puck.
Eller goes right up the middle, trying to get it to Bourque. Petrie now. Fires it into the corner board, comes around to the far side. It got by Arcabello. Bourque finds Gilbert. Tom Gilbert backhands it in. Scrivens steers that into the corner. Gallagher waits for traffic. Now he'll let it go, and that was blocked by Matt Hendricks. And the net comes off the moorings as Bourque got tied up there with Scrivens. Rogers, Oilers hockey, right here on Sportsnet.
Well, Lars isn't the only Eller in the building tonight. He's joined in the seats by his brother, Mads, who happens to play for the Edmonton Oil Kings. The two brothers had a chance to go out for dinner last night. Boy, did they ever look alike. And today they had a further chance to catch up at the rink. Now, the two Danes are 6 years apart, so no surprise that Mads, when it comes to his brother Lars, has taken the approach to respect your elders.
Jason, you want to chime in on that one?
So this is what you guys deal with night in and night out.
Part of our community service.
Gene's a beautiful thing.
He is. 12 minutes, 27 seconds left to go in regulation time. The Oilers with a 2-0 lead on goals by Pouliot and Yakupov. Gallagher, Desharnais, and Pacioretty, the forward line for Montreal now. Kane sends around the boards. Johansson waiting for it on the far side. Johansson trying to work it out. Markov, good job to keep it in. Johansson knocked down, got it to Gordon, and he flipped it. And that will be the end for the wagon line as the top line is back on the ice. 24-15. The shots favor Montreal. First of back-to-back games in Alberta. They'll be in Calgary tomorrow. And Speed tomorrow. And Speed
Edmonton on the map. The seats okay. The executive suites are just amazing. Great viewpoints all around. This scoreboard is one that congratulations, people are just find themselves almost staring up at that more than even the game. But it won't become
Mechanics against Nugent Hopkins.
iconic for the players in it.
Thomas Mechanics with a goal against the Rangers.
I think the time has to come for this club to get into the playoffs and be.
They'll be in Calgary tomorrow.
Scooped up by Cam Talbot.
NHL 2014-2027 Montreal Canadiens vs Edmonton.
A lot of their offense from their defense, and Giordano got the puck to Giordano. They do. A new head coach, Glenn Gullerson, knows that if this team's going to be successful, you still have to have that push from the back end, but they have to be a much better defensive team. And I think that was from day one really the focus of just an all-around 200-foot game for these players.
What do you think he's looking for by splitting up Giordano and TJ Brody? They're such a good pair.
Well, I think you're just trying to get as much depth as you can and see what you have.
Back-to-back games in Alberta. They'll be in Calgary tomorrow. And Speed rejoining.
Kevin, tonight the same way $1 million grand prize winner will receive an all-inclusive trip for two to a Grand Bahia Principe Resort, courtesy of redtech.ca, where Canada shops for great travel deals. Tonight's grand prize winner is David Craig of Grand Prairie, Alberta. Congratulations, David. Shop at Safeway today, and you could be our next lucky winner.
Mechanics against Nugent Hopkins. Thomas Mechanics with a shorthanded goal against the Rangers, his 5th of the season. Here's Pete. Thomas Mechanics with a shorthanded goal against the Rangers, his 5th of the season. Here's Petrie letting it go, and that one hit the side of the net. Wraparound attempt by Everly. Tokarski looking for it. Nugent Hopkins is in there. Finally, the whistle goes as bodies start to fly in the blue paint.
The fans got excited. They thought the shot off the face-off went in. It actually hit the side of the net. And then diving after a loose puck. Good face-off win, thanks to the help by Taylor Hall. And this is terrific reaction by Dustin Tokarski.
And I don't think he could see that puck through. It was lying right next to his belly. And a little bit good fortune of the referee blowing that down early because that puck was sitting there for a few seconds.
Yeah, he did. You're right. Look, he doesn't know where it is. Then he's able to keep it out, and everybody's jamming to the puck.
Got a little help from Mechanics, who will once again line up against Nugent Hopkins. Attempt by Everly. Tokarski looking for it. Nugent Hopkins is in there. Finally, the whistle goes as bodies start to fly in the blue paint.
He just follows through there. He probably doesn't get the call, but it's right at the end. He's got excited about the shot off the face. What a chance here early on for the Calgary Flames to ignite their offense with an early power play.
Power play last season was ranked 22nd in the league. Johnny Gaudreau is out on it. Troy Brouwer is a new addition to the power play. Sean Monahan on his 22nd birthday today is the centerman, Dougie Hamilton, and Giordano, two defensemen back at the blue line and switched sides. Calgary won the game.
By Cam Talbot.
Kevin, tonight's Safeway $1 million grand prize winner will receive an all-inclusive trip for two to a Grand Bahia Principe Resort, courtesy of Red Tech. Where Canada shops
Sometimes it's kind of deceiving to see how high the stick possibly is because you judge it on the player where it is on his body sometimes.
Lucky win. Tonight's grand prize winner is David Craig of Where Canada shops for great travel.
Not made the final determination here. I'm not even sure.
Congratulations, David. Shop at Safeway today.
You see the Johan Larsson stick came in through there too. Did he touch it before Brian Giunta touched it? Or even did Brian Giunta even touch it? Giunta was the first to celebrate, but I mean, that could be because he saw it go into the net first.
You're right.
But if you watch this, the one view we have, right there, it does touch Brian Giunta the second time. Right there, you don't see the stick above the crossbar, and Brian Giunta even jumps up a little bit.
Lucky win. Against Nugent. Lucky win.
So is it 3-2 Buffalo versus 4-2 Buffalo?
Buffalo against the Rangers, his 5th of the season. Here's Petrie letting it go. And it's in the side. Nugent Hopkins is in there. And finally the whistle goes as bodies start to fly in the blue paint and save.
Fans got excited. They thought the shot off the face-off went in. It actually hit the side of the net. And then diving after a loose puck. Good face-off win, thanks to the help by Taylor Hall. And this is terrific reaction by Dustin Tokarski.
And I don't think he could see that puck through. It was lying right next to his belly. And a little bit good fortune of the referee blowing that down early because that puck was sitting there for a few seconds.
Yeah, he did. You're right. Look, he doesn't know where it is. And he's able to keep it out, and everybody's jamming to the puck.
Got a little help from Plekanec, who will once again line up against Nugent Hopkins. From the faceoff, Nugent Hopkins wins it to Hall, playing it back to Petrie, but Petrie was going the other way. And defensive posture of the Edmonton Barons with it now.
Jason,
you were talking, you're down on the bench, you're talking about the defensive posture of the Edmonton Oilers, and they're getting a little help from their coach.
I tell you what, guys, I've had the good fortune of playing for Craig Ramsey back with the Ottawa Senators in the mid-90s, and he is so hands-on on that bench right now, guys. He's running the D for the Oilers, and a lot of back and forth with the D, and there's a reason they've held them to 0 goals tonight. And
NHL 2014-10-20.
I tell you what, guys, I've had the good fortune of playing for Craig Ramsey back with the Ottawa Senators in the mid-90s, and he is so hands-on on that bench right now, guys. He's running the D for the Oilers, and a lot of back and forth with the D, and there's a reason they've held them to 0 goals tonight, and Ramsey has done a great job. They've had great sticks tonight, guys. Real nice job of tying up guys in front of that.
Well, speaking of the assistant coaches, how about Keith Atkins? Another save. October 27, 1981, while he was a member of the Montreal Canadiens, had his first career hat-trick. He's been 12 years with Montreal. And he got a hat-trick, guys, a key part of the offense because they only got 11 that night. They beat Philadelphia 11-2, and he got his first hattie. And Will was telling us, oh yeah, Dad'll say he doesn't remember it. He remembers it.
NHL 2014-10-27 Montreal Canadiens vs Edmonton Oilers.
Parents with it now.
Wayne Gretzky 800.
Here's McKinnon with it now.
Oh my goodness, what a save!
You were talking about the defensive posture of the Edmonton Oilers, and they're getting a little help from their coach.
I tell you what, guys, I've had the good fortune of playing for Craig Ramsey.
NHL 2014-10-27 Montreal Canadiens vs Edmonton Oilers.
Exciting game to this point. Adding a nice fight along the way. Cream on top of the cake.
So hands-on on that bench right now, guys. He's running the D for the Oilers, and a lot of back and forth
outside the Edmonton blue line. Almost 6 minutes gone here in the second period. Buffalo has reclaimed the lead 3-2 on a strange one from center ice for Bunks into the Edmonton net.
Complimentary YouTube video players. Goal scored in large hockey arena with large crowd reaction. Let's Go Oilers chant. YouTube document. Compliment. NHL 2014-10.
David Desharnais to go in. They continue. Gallagher behind the net. Gallagher, nice little spin move. Gets into the front of the cage. Denied by Scrivens.
is indeed coming, and it will be a tripping call against David Desharnais. And the Oilers are going back on the power play.
Just in front of the net, or near the net, I should say. Yes. David Desharnais just takes down Jordan Everly. The back official makes that call.
Anytime you reach out now, guys, with your stick, you're going to get called. It's long are the days when guys were scoring 3 goals in 11 goal games and they weren't calling anything. The refs aren't going to ref the scoreboard anymore.
Usually, young players trying to make his mark in the National Hockey League. Bad timing there.
Power play for the Oilers. They have generated 4 shots.
An early opportunity for the Oilers to get this out.
You're going to get called. It's long are the days when guys were scoring 3 goals in 11 going to get called. It's long are the days when guys were scoring 3 goals in 11 goal games. It's long are the days when guys were scoring 3 goals in 11 goal games and they weren't calling anything. The refs aren't going to ref the scoreboard anymore. Usually you had a 2-0
or the Blue Liners. Travis Moan up front with Manny Malhotra to stop his penalty kill, along with Weaver and Evelyn. Everly drops it back for Hunt. He will give it to Schultz. Get a point back again. Brad Hunt backhands it in. Evelyn, the puncher from Everly, sidesteps him and just gets it by Brad Hunt.
That's a very nice escape by Evelyn.
Tanner Hall winding up in his own zone. Hall across the blue line, flips it in, chases it himself. He gets knocked down by Weaver. They both go down. Nugent Hopkins. He gets stopped by Weaver again as the puck comes back to the point. Left with it now. Everly walks in, wrist shot. Chance an opportunity for shot. The net comes off the line. Saved by but Justin Schultz trying again.
Play.
Ready. It's knocked down. Play continues. Lacanis and Pacioretty up front.
Those are the Montreal fans in the building doing that. That's what you get when you're Montreal. You are, as we mentioned, a home team, even when you're in the visiting ring.
Lacanis has the only shorthanded goal for Montreal. He got that in the game against the Rangers on Saturday. Works it across the blue line. Back to the Oilers. 15 seconds. Power play time remaining.
That's dangerous against Montreal. You cannot keep turning that puck over at the offensive board.
I was just going to say that too. Parcel's just got to chip that puck in deep and go with the higher percentage play.
He is under the penalty box. And races after it and negates an icing. All 3 halves behind the red line as Weaver pitches in. Gets it to Brandon Price. Runs it in front and a shot by Eller. Whistles just wide. Plays it back to the point. Evelyn will give it to Weaver. Weaver given a big hit there by Hendricks. Kept in. Evelyn at the point. Waits. Now he'll change his angle. Let a shot go. That went off Leon Draisaitl. He's trying to get it out. Evelyn prevents that. The Oilers will get the puck out. They want to get a change in.
Draisaitl very fortunate that puck didn't end up on net.
Wasn't it? You've got time to get it out. You've got to have the poise to get it out, especially at this stage of the game.
And when you're playing your 9th game, those are the things you want to do to impress your coach.
And the Oilers are going to be defending again. An icing call with 7:32 left to go in regulation.
Here, Parento's been cutting the
call with 7:32 left to go in regulation.
Here, Parento's been cutting the lip, and he's wondering why there's no call on his lip, and he's wondering why there's no call.
Parento will go out there along with Galchenyuk and Lacanis. Subban and Beaulieu are on the blue line. Face off won by Gordon, but it comes right to Scrivens, and he will cover up. He's going up. 2-0 to score with 7.5 minutes left to go in regulation time from Rexall. Outstanding play, outstanding results. Brought to you by Remax. Outstanding agents, outstanding results.
When you're aggressive, sometimes bad things happen. Just losing an edge to Montreal Canadiens. Mark Arcobello jumps on the puck, fires it over to Benoit Pouliot, who shot through the middle gap. Just had too much speed. Beats Dustin Tokarski for his first goal of the year. First goal as an Edmonton Oiler. Remax outstanding play, an outstanding result for Benoit Pouliot, getting the team on the board.
Pouliot with a 2-point night, a goal and an assist. He now has 4 points. He came into the game without a point in his last 4 games.
Kind of a coincidence on that play as well, guys. Markov kind of loses his footing at the blue line, and I think Tokarski loses his footing as he tries to cut across, and he loses his edge and can't get back on time.
I agree with you. I looked at that on that second replay, and I thought, geez, he doesn't get the push that he really wanted.
No.
Gallagher fires a shot that goes wide. Picked up there by Pacioretty. Desharnais behind the net. Gordon watching him. Desharnais and Gallagher team up behind the net. Pacioretty's out in front. Gallagher spins to get away from Gordon. Now instead plays it back to Subban. Beaulieu hammers a shot and snapped his stick in half. He'll race to the bench and get another one. Jamming it in is Gallagher. But it is Scrivens who shuts the door. Beaulieu got the new twig and kept the puck in. Out in front, and then it hit his broken stick. And that is the stick of Boyd Gordon. 2 sticks on the ice. Subban has to deal with Hendricks. Pacioretty cross-ice pass. Here's Gallagher with a shot, and that one goes wide. Beaulieu was looking for the rebound. Subban, that's right. Drop pass, another penalty coming up. Pacioretty. 6 attackers out there for Montreal. And it's Plekanec who hops over the bench and has the puck now. Plekanec, Subban wide, fires a blast. And that is blocked by the stickless Gordon. On a penalty to the Oilers with 6 minutes and 17 seconds as Joensuu's throwing guys down.
This will get interesting. We'll see what Dallas Aikens thinks, but this will be interesting. How about that play, Jason, by Boyd Gordon, still down on the ice, laying down to block a shot.
Gordon and Hendricks have been
with interesting. How about that? When you has been beaten. That's something special. How quick he's able to get that puck to the front of the net for that chance.
Yeah, and I think we're only seeing the tip of the iceberg with him right now, guys. He has got a ton of time. We saw the toe drag earlier, but he can get around that.
There's Gallagher. Gains the zone. Gallagher checked by Fane. The dick of Plekanec. Down to a minute of power play time remaining. Right up the middle, off the stick of Plekanec. Back in. Markov.
They're going to find the match.
They're out there now. As Subban fires it around the boards. Plekanec's waiting for it. Plekanec behind the net for P.A. Parenteau. Wrap around attempt now for Galchenyuk. A chance for Parenteau. He got knocked down by Barretts.
Galchenyuk is... That's something special. How quick he's able to get that puck to the front of the net for that chance.
Yeah, and I think we're only seeing the tip of the iceberg with him right now, guys. He has got a ton of time. We saw the toe drag earlier, but he can get around that net in a hurry.
Markov doesn't like what he sees. He will go back behind the net. Down to a minute of power play time remaining. Right up the middle, off the stick of Plekanec. And set down the ice by Schultz. And Hendricks and Gordon once again hop over the boards. Schultz and Fane are the blue liners as Gallagher gains the zone. Gallagher checked by Fane. Schultz trying to help him out. It comes back to Subban. Desharnais goes cross-ice. Beaulieu with a shot today. Blocker save by Ben Scrivens.
Gallagher standing right in front.
Gallagher gets cut off. And now Beaulieu on the far side. David Beaulieu to Gallagher to Desharnais. Up top for Pacioretty. Pacioretty to Subban. His shot is blocked once again by Boyd Gordon. And that one goes up and out of play.
Hey, I tell you guys, the shot block, we're seeing a shot blocking clinic tonight.
Trying to find a way to win. Let's go back to the good chance by Galchenyuk. Alex just is able just to get the puck and quickly how he gets around the net, and he's not going short side stuff. He's going far side.
Here's Subban again. And this time, it was Matt Hendricks getting a piece of it. 10 seconds of power play time remaining. And Gordon and Hendricks will take a well-deserved 2-shot.
1 hour 37 minutes.
For Montreal,
1 hour 37 minutes. 1 hour 37 minutes 32 seconds. 1 hour 4 minutes 31 seconds.
15 seconds left in regulation time. And it's hard to hear the whistle, but they'll come back down into Montreal territory.
1 hour 38 minutes.
You look at them on the bench right now, just gasping for air. Tremendous job on the penalty killing by both those two players. That's how you win in this league, guys. Takes a sacrifice.
Everly's shot is blocked by Subban.
This is going back to the mid-80s as well between Edmonton and Calgary. You got one star of one end that's getting a lot of the attention. So where's the guy on the other side?
I can't believe
this is Johnny Gaudreau who's trying to make something out of nothing. He's got such an ability to
after blocking those two shots earlier and keeping everybody along with
the legs moving and making something happen. 3 great moves that created a scoring chance out of basically no chance.
That's how you win in this league, guys. Takes a sacrifice.
Everly's shot is blocked by Subban against Monahan again. Everly gets it back again. Handled by Bradlowski.
NHL 2014-10-27
is the score. The game review is brought to you by The Brick, saving you more on furniture, mattresses, appliances, and big screen TVs.
Secondary scoring comes from Benoit Pouliot and Nail Yakupov. We talked about them at the start of the show. They were able to go and get the job done so far. The Oilers perfect against the East. That's where their wins have come.
And they will start taking on the West on Wednesday as Nashville's in town, followed by Vancouver to wrap it up. Montreal territory.
I can't believe the amount of faith that Coach Dallas Aikens has
unique Edmonton gathering spot, Jim.
After blocking those two shots earlier.
19,000 in here for the first game.
Space will make Ford Hall a unique Edmonton gathering. 4,000
goals for the Flames.
Will make Ford Hall a NBA. 34,000 square feet of space will make Ford Hall a unique Edmonton gathering spot, Jim.
And then it's back out east for the rodeo road trip. 3 minutes, 45 seconds left to go in regulation time as Tom Gilbert gains the line. He'll backhand it in. Schultz gets there first. Benoit Pouliot almost gave it away and did to Brandon Prust. Pouliot gets it back again. Prust cuts him off. Eller fires it into the opposite corner.
Prust is going inside. That's right. You've got to make the smart play.
Scores. And it's hard to hear the whistle, but they'll come back down into Montreal territory. On the icing call.
I can't believe the amount of faith that Coach Dallas Aikens has in Hendricks. After blocking those two shots earlier.
On the icing call.
I can't believe the amount of faith that Coach Dallas Aikens has in Hendricks. After blocking those two shots earlier and keeping out there along with Boyd Gordon, you look at them on the bench right now just gasping for air. Tremendous job on the penalty killing by both those two players. That's how you win in this league, guys. Takes a sacrifice.
Everly's shot is blocked by Subban. Everly gets it back again. Gets a little help from Hall.
Yeah, and Louis
1 hour 40 minutes 26 seconds.
Look at the play of the game brought to you.
1 hour 39 minutes
and protect the puck along the boards.
Let's take a look at the play of the game brought to you by Rogers. Live like never before.
Jason, I'm going to say it's Nail Yakupov's goal. I like the play by Mark Fane jumping in. I like the fact that the puck went to net. Benoit Pouliot got it over Yakupov. But I love the fact that Yakupov stopped at the net and didn't cruise away.
Yeah, and Louis DeBrusk talked about it during the break. I like the fact you got a defensive defenseman like Mark Fane jumping up and creating that play. There's been a lot of contributions by many different Oilers tonight.
Montreal's net is empty. 6 attackers with 3 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. Long shot, and it just misses in another icing call. It is not over yet. Jason, this is an early time to pull the goaltender.
Yeah, a little surprised they're going to it this early, but with 3 minutes, you've seen it done before. And this one just narrowly misses the empty cage. Yeah, a little surprised they're going to it this early, but with 3 minutes, you've seen it done before. And this one just narrowly misses the empty
goaltender. Down.
5-minute mark.
Pacioretty can't get it to settle down.
That was close.
2 minutes and 10 seconds left to go.
Second left to go in the third.
Just misses another icing call.
By Talbot!
It is not over yet. Jason, this is an early time to pull the goaltender.
From these players.
Yeah, a little surprised they're going to it this early, but with 3 minutes.
Goal scored in March Hockey Arena. March
Quickly able to go from outside.
14-10-27.
Giordano's stick gets caught in the feet of Eberle. Giordano
Wayne
gets a little shot on the way down.
October 14/2016 Edmonton. Goal scored in March Hockey Arena. March NHL 2014-10
power play.
Wayne Gretzky 894th. October 14/2016.
And of course, that
Goal
makes
scored in March
sense.
Hockey Arena.
Numbers go
March
down dramatically when he's not in the lineup.
I was going to say, in a shocking development,
Parents gets to it first.
Wayne Gretzky 894th.
On the boards, it hit. And a good Parents gets to it first. Andrew Parents whips it around the boards. It hit Johansson. He is dealing with Parenteau. Johansson, another crack at it. And now Nugent Hopkins to Hall with an empty net. Taylor Hall moving in. Taylor Hall scores his fifth. Johansson, another crack at it. And now Nugent Hopkins to Hall with an empty net. Taylor Hall moving in. Taylor Hall. And now Nugent Hopkins.
Eat that, freeze that.
Wayne Gretzky 894th. Goal scored in March Hockey Arena.
Let's take a look at the play of the game. Brought to you by Rogers. Live like never before.
I'm going to say it's Nail Yakupov's goal. I like the play by Mark Fane jumping in. I like the fact that the puck went to net. Then Wapulia got it over Yakupov. But I love the fact that Yakupov stopped at the net, didn't cruise away.
Yeah, and Louis DeBrusk talked about it.
The fact that Yakupov stopped at the net, didn't cruise away.
Yeah, and Louis DeBrusk talked about it during the break. I like the fact you got a defensive defenseman like Mark Fane jumping up and creating that play. There's been a lot of contributions by many different Oilers tonight. DeBrusk talked about it during the break. I like the fact you got a defensive defenseman like Mark Fane jumping up and creating that play. There's been a lot of contributions by many different Oilers tonight.
A 4-game winning streak for the first time since March 26th to April 3rd of 2013. Their first one since March 26th to April 3rd of 2013. Montreal, their first loss since April 1st. And just their second loss of the are going to put together a 4-game. Think about this game. Hendricks flips it down the ice. Subban back into his own zone. Montreal will not have much time to think about this game. They'll be in Calgary tomorrow night. But the Oilers, hey, they don't want to go back on the road. No. They just want to stay at home. Here comes Nail Yakupov. Yakupov snaps the shot. Sakarski back in the net, makes the save.
Wow, what a head to Yakupov.
A minute left to go in the third period. The Oilers have not beaten Montreal in Edmonton. This is another icing. It is not over yet. Jason, this is an early time to pull the goaltender.
Yeah, a little surprised they're going to it this early, but with 3 minutes, you've seen it done before.
Jason, this is an early time to pull the goaltender.
Yeah, a little surprised they're going to it this early, but with 3 minutes, you've seen it done before. And this one just narrowly misses the empty cage.
I don't mind pulling the goalie this early.
And Patrick Law doesn't mind it, guys.
Pacioretty can't get it to settle down.
That was close.
Pouliot out.
1 hour, 43 minutes, 48 seconds. 1 hour, 25 minutes, 31 seconds.
Montreal will see their road record fall to 3-2. Mechanics. And when it comes, Scrimmage will get it.
1 hour, 44 minutes. 1 hour,
to go.
1 hour, 44 minutes, 1 hour, 44 minutes, 40 seconds. 1 hour, 45 minutes, 49 seconds.
The beasts from the east. And be very happy about the one that wasn't called. And then the call that McDavid got for the penalty shot.
York said a lot of different orders.
At 4 straight games. Montreal's winning streak ends at 4.
And going back to what Jason York's
winning streak, Oilers have won 4 straight games. Montreal's winning streak ends at 4.
And going back to what Jason York,
Montreal's winning streak, January 29, 2014 against Montreal's winning streak ends at 4 straight games. Montreal winning streak ends at 4.
What Jason York said, a lot of different Oilers contributed.
Any